an exclusive private school that boasts fancy facilities and famous alumni, is making headlines for all the wrong reasons. A rape trial involving 2 students, putting a spotlight on what prosecutors say is not an isolated allegation, but a predatory culture on the boarding school campus. ABC's Gio Benitez is there.
This case is about Owen Labrie sexually assaulting a 15-year-old girl.
Today, just 2 miles down the road from the leafy campus of St. Paul's, an exclusive prep school in Concord, New Hampshire, 19-year-old Owen Labrie sitting in court watching his 16-year-old former schoolmate accuse him of rape.
Did you live on campus at St. Paul's?
Yes, I did.
We are not showing you her face, and we're disguising her voice. Her story troubling of an attack she said happened last year.
Do you see Owen in the courtroom today?
This is the face of Owen Labrie that you're going to see in the next few days. It's probably not the face of an individual that you think of when you think of a sexual assault.
Labrie accepted into Harvard and planning to study divinity there. Looked quite different in glasses and a blazer in court today than his mugshot from last year.
In a case like this, his lawyers are probably being very careful and methodical about exactly how he looks, what he wears when he comes to court, because every day he's facing that jury.
But both teenagers agree they did meet up late one night here in an empty room in the Math and Science building, and that they became intimate. The girl says Labrie then became violent.
But she's going to testify that the defendant became very aggressive and things moved very fast. That he tried to pull her bra straps down. That when he bit her breasts, that was not okay with her.
And then he allegedly raped her.
She's a 15-year-old girl without sexual experience. She tried to say no.
Prosecutors argue the alleged rape was part of a tradition at St. Paul's called the Senior Salute. Seniors competing to rack up intimate experiences with younger students. And according to an affidavit reviewed by the Associated Press, Mr. Labrie told the police that he was trying to be #1 in the sexual scoring at St. Paul's School.
Some of the students said that the Senior Salute get-together was as simple as walking to class. It might include kissing, it might include a little bit more, but basically the point of the Senior Salute was to be with someone that they may have wanted to be with throughout their entire time at St. Paul School, and as the end is near, they're realizing that this is the last opportunity.
Labrie telling police boys kept a tally written on a wall behind a washing machine, according to the Associated Press, painted over by the school again and again until it was finally moved online. The defense will argue that the girl knew, and that's why she agreed to meet with Labrie.
Because it was a source of pride for girls at the school to be asked to participate with a senior in a senior salute.
Labrie's attorney showed an email from the girl pledging to meet Labrie if it's our little secret.
And by this email, she was telling Owen she would be willing to be with him that night.
There were even messages between them talking about protection.
If you have something, like a condom, yeah, that's Owen.
And even after the incident, the defense attorneys say they kept in touch.
In response to "you're a gem," replies, "You're not too bad yourself. I also lost my earring up there, haha."
In a surprising twist from cases that usually differ whether or not the sex was consensual, Labrie's attorney insists the teens never even had sex that night.
He walked over to his pants and put on a condom. And he walked back. And he'll tell you, as he told the police, he realized at that moment that that's not what he should do. But the evidence will show is that they never did have sex. There was a lot of dry humping, no question about that.
The prosecution says the teenage girl will testify that it was not consensual.
This is going to be a case about credibility. It's going to be her word with some physical evidence against his word and prosecutors still have to prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt.
School officials releasing this letter to parents yesterday saying these are indeed allegations and not proven facts, and the judicial system will weigh them and determine how this case is ultimately resolved. We will move past this as a school community, stronger, united, and committed, as always, to ensuring our students' safety and well-being. The trial is expected to last 2 weeks, hopefully ending before a new school year begins. For Nightline, I'm Gio Benitez in New Hampshire.